Hello folks, kya haal? So as promised, I'm here to tell you all about my journey from Berlin to Karachi. All that happened, all that I wish I knew, but now I know, and now you can know before you travel. So to begin with, first things first, how to find a flight. So usually I go to skyscanner.com and find the cheapest available option, which has a certain amount of baggage allowance as well. Generally I travel with Turkish Airlines because it is a comparatively affordable option and it has 30 kilo of baggage allowance. Like in this time, surprisingly, Qatar Airways was cheaper than Turkish Airlines. God knows why. So I decided to go with Qatar Airways and they have 40 kilo of baggage allowance. What I did differently this time was that instead of buying through one of the listed partners on skyscanner.com, I went to the airline's own website and bought a ticket from there. The main reason being in case the flight was cancelled, in case the flight was delayed or whatever, it is a lot easier to get a refund from an airline than an agent in my personal experience. So hence I went on to Qatar Airways website and got myself a ticket. Now coming to the day of the journey, I arrived at the airport about 2 hours before the flight time. I had already checked in, so that was an added bonus. I got done with baggage drop in like 5 minutes. Another thing, there has been a lot of confusion about whether you are allowed a hand carry or not. They said that they do allow hand carry, of course, but this is Qatar Airways. I am not sure about other airlines. If you're traveling, it's a good idea to basically call and ask so that you are 100% sure. So I had a hand carry. I also had my purse, so I had essentially 2 pieces, but they were pretty alright with it. No tamasha. Actually, so after the security, while we were waiting for boarding, they handed out face shields. I'd never worn a face shield before. I had only worn mask today, though it was a bit of a weird feeling. Basically, it was in a plastic wrapper. There's a very thin film on both sides of the shield. You take that off and you basically wear it, and there's a punch of salt so that it doesn't hurt your forehead. Once I wore it, I realized it was so much easier than a mask, to be honest, because masks se I find it difficult to breathe through a mask, but with the shield it was so much easier. However, on the flight you're required to wear both, unless you're eating or drinking. Other than that, you have to wear a mask and a shield the entire time. So we wore the mask, boarded the plane. Now here's the best thing that happened to me during this flight. The plane was barely 30% full. Yeah, I had the entire row to myself. I had the entire back row to myself, the front row to myself. So there were literally tons and tons of empty seats. The first leg, unlike Turkish Airlines, Qatar Airways, the first leg is longer than the second leg. So the first is from Berlin to Doha, then Doha to Karachi, which is shorter. Okay, once everybody was seated, they handed out wet tissue. Then they gave out sanitization kits, just where there was a mask, gloves and a hand sanitizer. After the sanitization kits were distributed, we took off, or uske thodi der baad we were served food. That's another thing which a lot of people have mixed experiences. Some flights do serve food, some flights don't serve food, but Qatar Airways did serve food, and oh my god, such good food. It was warm, it was fresh. It was not the microwave wala warm, it was warm as in freshly cooked warm, so that was quite fun. And also the service was so cute. I think they came up to me and asked me 10 times if I want anything, water, juice, tea, coffee, anything at all. And so that was quite nice. All flight attendants wore a protective coat of sorts, which looked like lab coat but plastic, and had face masks on and also had glasses on. We landed on time and I had about 3 hours at Doha airport. If you have lived in Berlin for too long, you will find Doha expensive, like really expensive. I think I messaged 4 different people who are either from Middle East or live in Qatar as to if 6 euros for a cup of cappuccino is alright, and they said yes. Pretty much everybody at the airport accepts euros. If you have a credit card or Google Pay, that also works. With Google Pay, I got a slightly better exchange rate. Doha airport is actually cute. I do not have a lot of time, so I just got myself some food and a coffee, and I went to the gate, and this is where I was reminded that, oh, there is corona in the world. So when you're at the gate and you're about to board the plane, they check your temperature with a thermal checker of sorts. So basically it looks like a speed detecting machine which you see on the roads, but instead of speed it checks your temperature. Uske baad, when we were in the plane, there was a lady going around with an iPad, maybe getting temperature or a heat map or something. So they were basically doing whatever they could to ensure that everybody on plane was well. उसके बाद they also checked it manually. The flight attendants in this particular plane, they looked like bomb squad. Like सर से पैर तक they were wearing the same material का protective shield. They also have masks on, they had glasses on, so very intense. This plane was also, it felt like a downgrade because it was warm, it was stuffy, and it was packed. So what they did was they already had disabled center seats. So I was on a window seat, the seat next to me was empty, and then there was somebody on the aisle seat. Same goes for all 3 rows, but it was packed. Once everybody was seated, they handed out the same wet tissues and sanitization kits, and then we took off. The food was served, and the food was also a downgrade. Unfortunately, it was cold and it was just dry. And after the food was served, they handed out declaration form where you basically confirm that though you're not sick, you're not feeling unwell, also mention the countries that you've been to in the last 14 days. So basically this is a form that you will then have to submit at Karachi airport. This flight was also on time. We reached on time. Upon disembarking the aircraft, there was this guy when you enter the airport from this tunnel thing, he had this big rod of something, and he was just showering people with disinfectant. It was so cute. I don't know how effective that is, but it was cute to watch. So after the shower, we then went on to an additional security checkpoint. So temperature was taken, and then you had to hand over the declaration form that you had previously filled out. Uske baad, the usual security out, took a porter, got my bag, and out of the airport to get a cab. I had never seen Karachi airport this empty. It was so nice. There's not a crowd of people who had no business being there, and they just consider airport to be a hangout spot. And literally there was no one. Thoda sa dur jaake there were a few people, but there were rangers deployed there, so unless you had to come in, unless you had a flight, you can't possibly come in. So that was amazing. I did not want my parents or anybody else to come pick me up, so I took a cab, and the cab brought me home. So if you want to take a porter or if you want to take a cab, make sure that you do have Pakistani money on you. Because I had every intention to get tested upon arrival, but now that I'm here, I'm slightly double-minded. I don't know if I will quarantine or if I will get to the testing bit. Don't know yet, second day, so I'm still figuring it out. As for the experience, it was pretty painless. It was actually very nice. It was nothing extraordinary other than wearing mask and shield, which I think a lot of us are now used to. Actually, somebody also asked that they want to travel with their children, but they're very scared of it. And this I do sort of understand, because surprisingly on my flight there weren't that many children. I think there was one child on the plane, which is very rare. Very rare. I think if a child is not very active or very, wants to run around, touch everything, it should be okay. But of course you will have to decide that on your own. But that's about it. That was my experience flying from Berlin to Karachi. If there's anything that I missed out, if there's anything that you would like me to answer, drop them in comments and I'll try to get to it as soon as possible. And if you're traveling to Pakistan, be safe. If you're traveling anywhere, be safe. Wear a mask, wear a shield, keep hand sanitizers, and maintain distance. Okay, bye.